Welcome back to another video. My name is Adam from WPCrafter.com, where I make videos for non-techies like me. And in this video, I'm going to review a new plugin called Elementor Pro. Now, in the past, I've talked about Elementor. It's a page building plugin, and Elementor itself is free. It's a full-featured page building plugin for WordPress. However, this video is not going to be about Elementor per se. It's going to be about their new Pro version that they recently released. And if you're not familiar with Elementor, here is where you would just download the page building plugin, and it's free. And it's been out for maybe 6 months now, almost 6 months, and it's already active on 30,000 websites, over 30,000 websites, and that number is growing so fast that I believe next year it will be the most widely installed page building plugin for WordPress in the WordPress repository, and you can install this directly in WordPress. But I'm talking about, well, here's their website. I'm actually talking about the Pro version today, and I've had the Pro version for a few days. I had a beta copy, but today I actually was able to install and use the final live version. I purchased it myself. I haven't been given Elementor Pro for free. I spent my own money to buy it, and so all these opinions are my own. Now, a couple things before I get started. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can get a training course that I've created on Elementor for free. So I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the video. And this plugin is brand new, and they're constantly going to be adding new modules to it. So if you're watching this video in 12 months, there's going to be more to it than there is today. So if you take a look down at the pinned comment, that's the first comment down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's a pinned comment area, and I'll put links to updated videos. So when they're adding new modules and features, I will cover those in future videos, and links to those will be down below. Now, let me tell you how this video is going to work. First, I'm going to just show you how to install it and set it up, and we're going to do that so we can look at the new included templates that come with Elementor Pro. And they have already released videos on exactly how to use all the new modules for it. So I'm really going to give you my opinions after having used those modules myself. So you can purchase Elementor Pro by just coming to their site here. I will also have a link down below to take you here, and it's going to basically tell you what you're getting. So you're going to get some new modules and some new templates and some new features that add power features to Elementor to make it more customizable, more you when you're using it for your website, more of what you would want. And so it's going to add a variety of modules here. I'm going to quickly scroll down to the price, and then I'm going to start showing you some things. Okay, so here is how they priced it. Now, I actually like the way they are pricing it. There's another very popular page builder, and the entry to the paid version is $99, and a lot of people might only have one website. So I like that Elementor, you can get a single site license of it for only $49, and when you see all the features, you can decide if it's worth it to you to make the jump to the Pro version. And then if you're going to have only 3 sites, it's $99, and unlimited sites for $199, and the unlimited is mainly for people that are making websites for other people, or development agencies and stuff like that. So that's why it's $199. And you got to figure you're also getting priority support with these purchases, and that is also what is built into these low prices, in my opinion. So here we are. This is a test site that I have set up, and the way it works is you're going to have the main Elementor plugin, and then the Pro version is an add-on plugin, so you're going to have both installed and activated. So I already have Elementor installed right here. Let me just activate it, and then I'm going to bring in Elementor Pro. So let me just click on Add New, Upload Plugin. Here it is. I'm going to click on Install Now. And then I'm going to activate the plugin. So now they are both activated. Now, of course, I can pop in my license key in order to get updates via the WordPress dashboard, but I'm not going to do that in this video. Now, what I want to do first is show you some of the included templates that you get with the Pro version, and then I'm going to share some opinions on the modules. So let me just click Add New, and let's just call it Home, publish this, then click on Edit with Elementor, and then I'm going to go here and click on Add Template. So here are the new templates, these 5. However, when I look at their home page, let's see how many it showed here. Yeah, it showed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe I'm missing something. So I honestly don't know their plans, if they're going to continue to add additional new templates using these Pro modules. But I just wanted to show you some of these templates that they're adding. So I think I can click on this plus, and it's going to show me a preview of this template. So 2 of these new templates, they feature the new module for creating a price list, and it's actually very nice module, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So here's one for a cake shop. Obviously, you can change it to be used for any purpose. And you use a price list for a lot more than just like a menu. So you can see how beautiful this looks like that. Let me go back to the library. Let's see this fashion landing page. Let's see what this looks like. And here it pulls up. And so it looks like this is leveraging, let's see what modules this is. This right here must be the new forms module right there. And this might be one of their new grid modules. And let's take a look at this festival landing page. This one is using the countdown timer right here, which is a Pro module. And then right here, it's probably using the posts new module that's in the Pro right here. So you can totally see how it's styled with the color and the layout and the button. And so that is this one right here, and this is probably using the Forms module. And then here's another one, which is just your restaurant menu. And this, you could see where that price list is really coming in handy. And all sorts of businesses need a price list. I mean, they really need a price list. It's not just for food. It's for any type of service-based business. You can have a price list. Now, there should be some more templates. I just might not be finding them as I scroll, because all these templates already just look so perfect. So I think that's the only templates that I'm going to be able to demo, because I'm not sure which other ones are new based upon looking at them. But I'm sure all these templates are using these new Pro modules. So when you first install the Pro version, right here you have these Pro elements. I keep calling them modules. I should be calling them elements, because this plugin, after all, is called Elementor. So you have this advanced post one, a portfolio one, forms, template, price list, countdown slides, and you also have a few Pro features that are added, the ability to add some custom CSS to a module. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. And also the ability to have a global element, and that's really nice. I'll explain what that is in a moment. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you that they have a video for each of the new features. So I'm going to go to each video and share what I think about it. So this right here is the video for their countdown widget. And this is actually very nice. It allows you to add stylish countdown timers anywhere on your website. And these are very good when you're trying to create scarcity, or there's a sale or an event or something big coming up. I think it's awesome. The only thing I wish that they would do differently, and I'm going to ask them if they can, build in an evergreen feature. So that means, say, when someone visits your website, the timer will start ticking then and maybe go off for a day or 2 days or whatever you set it to do. So right now the countdown timer is great. It doesn't do evergreen, but it is the most flexible countdown timer that I've seen. And Elementor is amazing. I've got a video coming out about using it for sales pages and landing pages, and I think a countdown timer is going to be pretty awesome for that. And you get this countdown timer in the Pro. And so here is a video of all the different things that you can do with it. It's actually pretty amazing. If I go ahead, you have like full control of the style. You can see it right there. And then at the end of the video, they're showing different ways that you could style this. And it's very easy. I mean, you can make this look however you want it to make it look. This might also be good for maybe like a church. They've got a countdown event or any kind of event website or a wedding. They're going to show an example here of a wedding. So this would be really good as a countdown timer to the wedding or some form of an event or a sale or something like that. So that is the countdown timer. Right here is the video, and this is actually one you're going to want to watch. It's about how to add the custom CSS to sections, columns, and widgets. And in the example, how they're using it, they're mostly using it to add a background color gradient on the various sections, which I'm actually going to use, and I'm going to make a video on that with some resources on how to generate the gradients. So right here, let me go to where they're doing it. So right here, they just added a gradient to the button right there. And then right here, there's now a gradient to the whole background. So you see how you can use this custom CSS in a section or a module to do some really amazing things with your website to make it really stand out and be unique. So I'm going to make a video on that in particular. Here it's talking about the global widget feature. Now this is actually pretty useful. So say you want to have a custom footer that you design. You can design it in Elementor and you can put that in each of your pages. And then what happens is if you edit it or update it in one location, it's going to update globally because it's a global save section. This is more of a power feature. It's awesome that they included it in here. And it's one that I know I will be using. The next feature here is that price list, and I showed you in the templates them using it, but it can be used for so many different things. At first I thought, oh, whoop-de-doo, a price list. But then when you really think about it, there's so many situations where a price list feature like this is super useful. Yeah, you can manually create one, but this makes it easier to have a more stylish, professional looking price list than just having some random dots or hyphens and then a price at the end. I mean, this really has all the power and the features. For that, you can use it for menus, catalogs, price lists. Just about every business has a price list, like a salon would have a price list, or any type of service like that. There would be this price list where you want to show people the price, but you're not selling it directly on the website. That would be more of an e-commerce thing. So you can see them styling it here in lots of different ways. I love how you could put an image off to the side of it and then you can round it like this. You can make it a complete circle or just round the corners. There was an earlier example here where they were using it for real estate to list the price of these different properties, and I thought that was a great example of using it as well. I think I'm going to end up using this price list a whole lot. It seems like a very useful feature that also helps justify the cost of going pro. And in this video, they talk about the WooCommerce Widget. Now, I think this is actually the one widget that's the weakest, and I don't think it really does anything that the WooCommerce shortcode doesn't already do. Obviously, it's easier because it shows you being able to select how many columns, how many products, and stuff like that. But I believe the standard WooCommerce widget already does that. What I think they need to do, and I think they're going to do it, I think since it's the first release of this plugin, they didn't build all these features in, but they need to add it in where you can do different things with the images and totally control the style and the buttons and all that. And I'm sure they're going to do that because the post module, you can do all that. But for some reason, they didn't do this into the WooCommerce one. I think maybe they just ran out of time, would be my guess. So it's actually very basic and there's nothing special about the WooCommerce element just yet. So I'll try to get some further clarification when I actually make a video using this widget. But right now, honestly, it's nothing special. So the next one is the slides widget. So you can make a slider, and it's going to be a basic slider. You're not going to get all kinds of crazy animations and stuff like that. I actually didn't watch this video. I was using this myself, testing it out, but you can have full control over a slider like this. And there's lots of different use cases for it. And, you know, I'm personally not a fan of sliders, but there's a lot of people that are fans of sliders, and there's a lot of businesses that want a slider. And, you know, this could be a really nice way of not having to now go get a slider plugin. So if you've noticed all these different elements, you can get the same features from a separate plugin. So instead of having 8 separate plugins, you can just have Elementor Pro and you are good to go. So in this video, there's lots of different customizations of it. You can have it take up the full screen like this, and there's a lot of different style that you can add to the slider module here that comes with Elementor Pro. So I probably personally won't be using that one that much, but if I did build a site for someone that wanted a slider, this is the slider that I would want to use with it. So in this video right here, they talk about a really cool feature, and that's where you can design elements in Elementor and use it in other places of your website. And there's lots of different ways they let you do that. You can use a shortcode. So they give you a shortcode that you can copy and paste anywhere. They demo that. But they also give you a widget that you can put in widget areas. So they're going to show in this video, you've got this boring looking sidebar, but they design it in Elementor. You can see right here, they design it in Elementor, and then they drag and drop it right there in the sidebar area. And then now this is what the sidebar looks like, a huge difference. And this is something that most page builders, they can't really get into those widget areas, but with Elementor, you can get into those widget areas. And then she's just going to show you her changing the background image there, which is, it's just a very powerful feature because you can use this. Say you have a blog that is your blog and you want to have a little about me blurb and a newsletter sign up and all that kind of stuff. You can design all that in Elementor. I can't tell you how many times I go to a website that might be from some popular blogger or internet personality, and I look at their sidebar and I'm like, wow, this is just so beautiful. All these things that they created and they put in their sidebar. Now you can actually do that in Elementor. And that is pretty huge if you want to use Elementor on your blog and make a really nice looking blog. Here's that shortcode feature. So if you're in the template library, there's a shortcode for every element or every saved row or section that or entire page that you have in your Elementor library. And the Elementor library, just so you know, as a recap, it's already included in the free version, but not this shortcode embed anywhere feature. I think this is quite a power feature, and I will use this extensively. It's a really great feature. Right here, it's pretty amazing. This is the most powerful, flexible, easy to use post element that I've ever seen on any page builder. You can literally display lists of your posts in any way that you want. You can make it look very feminine if you have a feminine based website, and masculine, cool. You can make it look however you want. You can do anything with the images, the text. You can control the length of the excerpt. You can have a read more button. You can style that. It is amazing what this can do, and you can have some really beautiful looking pages that show your content. And it doesn't just work for posts, it will also work for custom post types. So on my website, I have a learning management system. Well, I can have an entire grid showcasing those courses on my website very easily with this element right here. you can do some of the most amazing things. I think some of the best demo of it I saw was when I like this making a circle out of the featured image. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this. And some of the templates that I'm having designers make for me, they're going to make some pro version parts of the template that are using some of these amazing modules, and this is one that we will be using a lot to display your content in the most gorgeous and beautiful way. This is an awesome element that you get with Pro, and it might make Pro worth purchasing because there's actually a plugin that does something very similar, and it costs about the same price as Pro. This is pretty amazing right here. It's a portfolio element, and what it does is it presents your posts in a portfolio style. That's where you can see right here, you've just got the image, and you can click on the image to take them to the actual portfolio item, which would be a blog post or some kind of a custom post type on your website. And you can also have that sortable area at the top where they can click on it and it will dynamically sort it. This is a beautiful module that you can use for more than just a portfolio, obviously. You can use it for your blog post. So for me, all of my blog posts, the featured image pretty much says what that post is about. So I could use something like this and really have a real beautiful grid for all of my posts. And so you can see all the flexibility here of choosing how many columns, how many items, which content. It's pretty amazing and flexible. The spacing, you can choose all of it right here. I really like when you hover, you can have a hovering effect where there'll be an overlay color. She's demoing right here this sortable portion where you can have the different tags or categories and you can sort it automatically by whatever piece of additional information that you have on it. This is an amazing feature right here. This is the last feature I'm going to look at that is part of this Pro package. And this one is probably the most amazing way to create forms that I have ever seen. All form builders right now, they're all in the back end of WordPress, and they don't have styling options. You have to be a coder and have some idea of the style and know how to code it in order to style any of the current form solutions. And I'm talking about Gravity Forms, WP Forms, Contact Form 7, which is free. All of these form plugins, it's so hard to make them look good. I mean, it's impossible to make them look good unless you're someone that codes all day long, and that's not me. And I'm guessing that might not be you. So here she's going through all the different options. At the end of the video here, she shows some examples in exactly how she accomplished it. So let me just try to jump to that part, and that's where you can really see the power. Actually, they have more than one video on forms. Let me jump to the other video on forms real quick, because that's where you see her demoing some of it. So here's a style right here. And remember, you can make these and put them anywhere you want on your website. You can embed them into a pop-up. You put them in a sidebar widget. You can drop it in the middle of the content of your posts or pages. This one right here is absolutely beautiful. This form she created where there's the 3 fields and the button are all in line on the same line. That's usually something that's very hard to do if you might have experience using a Genesis theme. It's very hard to do. Or any type of form building plugin, it's just you just don't have the option. I mean, look how beautiful this is where the form fields have a beautiful color in the background and you can control the text that overlays on it. You can put a custom font for the button. You just can't do this stuff with any other solution. This right here could be its own plugin and justify the price of the cost of Elementor Pro, in my opinion. If you look at these form building softwares, one of them is $200 a year, another one is $200 a year or $400 for a lifetime license. This is expensive stuff. Look at this beautiful form. I'm probably going to use this one. It's just an email and a send button, but it's kind of linked together and it looks like a pill. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. You cannot create a form like this any other way without custom code and a custom developer coding that and styling that for you. But you can do all of this in Elementor. Here is where you can make a more complex form with more fields, and you can totally control all the style aspects of that form. This would be wonderful embedded in a pop-up. So if someone is leaving your website, or they just get to your website, or they click on something, you can have a beautiful pop-up like that. And here's another form where you actually have some checkboxes and stuff like that. So right now, the negative with the form plug element is that it's not really integrated with all these third-party email services. They have said that they are going to integrate it, and there is a way to integrate it. So in one of the settings of it, you can do what's called a post URL. So if your email service platform supports that, you can do that. I'm going to explore ways of getting this email data collection stuff into some kind of a CRM or an email platform and see what we can come up with that to meet people's needs. And that will probably be a video later. But this is powerful, powerful stuff. And so when I go back to their website, so it's not just these templates that you're getting. Here's obviously the WooCommerce. There's a section here where they show all of it and what's coming. So here are the modules that are there now. Well, let's see. I went over everything. I didn't go over the price table, but maybe it's a more advanced price table. I went over the price list, so I might be missing something. But here's a couple more that are coming. Carousel, Flipbox, Twitter feed, MailChimp, and I'm sure they're going to be adding more and more of these to Elementor to make it more of what it is. It's already the most powerful, fastest, easy to use page building plugin for WordPress. And that's just the free version, and the pro version just adds so much more and that very important support. I love this. If I didn't love it, I would tell you I didn't love it. There have been plenty of products I've said I do not love. This one I absolutely love. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, as they add new modules, widgets, whatever you want to call it, I will make new videos on those, and I'll have all those links in the pinned post below. And also in the beginning of the video, I said I have a course that I have on Elementor, and I was going to tell you how you can get that for free. Well, if you want that for free, this is all you have to do. If you're going to purchase Elementor Pro, I have a link down below, and when you click on my link and you make that purchase, I will earn a small affiliate amount. It's not that much money, and it's like a very small commission. Hey, that's not why I'm talking about Elementor. I bought it with my own money. I use it. I'm impressed by it, and I've got a ton of videos on it. So that's why I talk about Elementor. But if you did want to buy the Pro plugin, you might as well do it through my link down below, because I'm going to give you a course. Now, if you don't want to buy Elementor Pro, that's fine, because the course isn't specifically about the Pro version. It's just about building websites with Elementor and how to do that. And I've got it all in this course. You could purchase the course. It's $97, or you might as well just even purchase a single site license for $49, and I'll get you access to that. All you have to do is email me your receipt, and I'll verify your purchase, and then I'll get you access to the course. One little caveat: if you have already visited the Elementor website through someone else's link or some other way, if you're going to purchase it through my link down below, you're going to want to do that in an incognito window in your web browser, or a different web browser that you haven't visited their site before, because that's the only way that I'll be able to see that you made a purchase, is if you did it through my link and you hadn't visited the website before through someone else's link. So that's it for my review on Elementor Pro, and I love it. If you have any specific questions about it, you can ask me down below. I'll be happy to answer any specific question that you have on it. Also, if there is something you don't like about it, feel free to post that down below too, because there's sometimes things that I haven't thought of, and this could be a great chance for all of us to share our thoughts on this product. Hey, before you go, I have something for you, and before I get into that, I wanted to ask you to do something for me. If you could give me a thumbs up on this video, and if you're not a subscriber, click on the subscribe button right beneath me. If you have a question on this video, I'd be happy to answer it. You can also leave a comment or a question down below this video. Hey, I put together a course just for you, and I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is click on the button right here on the right. It's called the 3 Steps to WordPress Success. It's an awesome course. You're gonna love it. I would love for you to join in and enroll as a student in this course. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I do it just for you.